Oh, well, that looks weird. That looks weird. Okay. I was going on Manson and even Roll Wood and Esme Bianco and Manson and all the Instagram victims. But then I start thinking about this video on that umbrella guy. Please check his channel. He's like my favorite, and he's like the one that started uh, covering Johnny Depp and Amanda Heard. And he does such a good job. Does he deserve to be like thread like by the stands, Amber fans or stands, or her little minions? So his Twitter account hasn't got suspended yet, but we've been complaining and sending things to Twitter about why Adam Woolman's account, Johnny Depp's lawyer, got suspended. There's no reason, absolutely no reason for him to be suspended. He did not break any Twitter laws and all that. There's no answer about that. They're still suspend him. They don't give a crap. Not only that, but that umbrella guy, which is Doug is a really nice guy. He doesn't deserve this, and or his family, and this is really messed up. Because when you're like talking to people, it's one thing, but when you start talking about people's children and wives or families and houses and just like stuff that is really close to your heart, that is a different like level of low and you're a piece of trash pretty much. So he got not like he cares. I mean, he brushed it off and he uses it for his sense of humor. He makes another video about it. But I'm worried about one part about one of the stands, one of the minions, Amber's minions said, we're going to call children's services. That probably they're not going to. But I'm a mom, and I don't that actually set with me really bad. It gave me a bellyache. But he keeps posting about it. He posted, they told him not to post one more video. He's gonna be next, and what he does, he posts another video because he's badass and he's awesome. So I'm gonna read. It's really hard to read this because it's in some type of weird language that I'm not really making fun of them, but I really don't understand the way they're writing. So this is what they sent to him, the thread, right? Pretty bad. It says, this is all in broken vowels and it's missing letters, but I'm trying to make sense of it. It doesn't make sense, but I'm trying to read it. It says, you better stop making fun of me because I'm not stupid. Ha, ha. The umbrella got you. You cannot get anything. You're just a jerk that has a YouTube and a stupid comic that failed, which is not true. But, and yes, I was talking about your daughter, you stupid idiot. We can call child services or the governor and get her taken away from you. You never laugh after that, then will you? If you make one more video, I promise we will take out your Twitter and your YouTube, and we will also stop your comic. It's probably they meant to say comic, and get your daughter and also that baby. You are warned. That is just not right. You can have whatever problem you have with the guy. You can tell him he's a jerk. You can tell him you are a piece of trash, whatever. But saying we're gonna take your YouTube down, fine. You're gonna take my YouTube down, fine. But then they say we're gonna take your daughter and that baby. Seems like he has 2 children, and his daughter is 7, I think, and the other one is 1 or 2 years old. And that is pathetic. That is low blow, nasty, evil monster trolls that she sent them to do this. Or maybe she's not. They're just doing it by themselves because they're just not ever going to stop being trolls. How can you defend Amber Pants, third Amber Poop anyway? And not only you defend her, but you just send in threats to a person who is not doing anything towards your life. I mean, yeah, the guy has a YouTube channel. He doesn't like her. We don't like her. We're just like trying to talk about and tell people about it. Doesn't deserve a death threat. You're going to take my kid away. Oh my God. And then there's more. There's more. That one was like just my email. I'm not even trying to open my email. Okay, so you better stop. Okay, we're gonna take your Twitter, your YouTube, and we will also stop your comic, which is a comic that he had a comic out. It's pretty good. And get your daughter and also that baby. You are warned. What type of garbage? I mean, these people are being like raised by wolves or what type of garbage? What is that? And then there's another one that says, "Oh my God, it's so hard to read. You make fun of me the last time, dude. I sick of it. Not I am sick of it. I'm sick of it. I sick of it. I told you, you better not make fun of me with your YouTube. Haha. It's so funny, stupid. How this is impossible. It's like typed by a 5-year old. It's so funny, stupid. Will you laugh then? Oh God, it's so hard to read. It's impossible. I know where you live. Oh, this is messed up. This is funny, messed up, but it's funny. I know where you live. You live in that flat house with the trees, tree, the trees, and you have a small dog outside. You also have the little kid and the small kid, and it will be easy to send the police or make you lose your money and your kids and hack your computer and set fire to your grass, something like that. Grass house? I don't know. Then how funny will that be? Haha. These people are freaking sick in my head. I wish I was making this up. Comes from his channel. And Dog is awesome because he keeps making video. I don't know if it was me, I'd probably be like, oh, like freaking scared. But he's so big and he has all the support of all of us. So he's like, I'm going to make another video and I'm just going to name you people. Of course, they're not going to put his names because they're a bunch of cowards. But this one, yeah, you better stop. Oh, yeah, we're going to take your Twitter, your YouTube down, your stop your comic and get your daughter and also the baby. So they know he has 2 kids. He never denied that he has children. He talked about his children before for a little bit. And on his Twitter, there's a picture of you see arms, not a face of a little kid signing these little cards. I think that she was signing things for their comic convention. And you can see little arms and little hands. That's it. So that's where they got it from. They never seen the face. They don't know. He doesn't live in a flat house with 3 trees in the front. And he says that he doesn't have a dog, that he hasn't had a dog in a long time. So they don't know what they're talking about. But that part about we're just going to call child services on you or social services and children protective services, that's really messed up. That's really messed up. And that's something that you just don't fuck with that. In everything, and this whole thing happened because they got butthurt because we're being talking about Twitter and why they got Adam Woolman, Johnny's lawyer, down, which is still no explanation on why he's down. No explanation whatsoever. But Twitter says that Adam Woolman violated the rules of Twitter, which he didn't. He just put some lyrics up there, and that's it. He wasn't making fun of Amber. He wasn't doing anything. No, I don't think that is no. Information reported evaluating the police note the violations. Yeah, well, the violation is not evaluation, but if you suspend a woman for putting pictures on Amber and making little jokes, but you're not suspending these people for saying we're gonna take your kid, we know where you live, we're gonna take your kid and your other kid and your dog and all that. How come Twitter doesn't suspend those people? I mean, okay, there's another one. You make fun of me last time, dude. Oh, I already read this. I think this is it. Dude. It's so funny, stupid, and you still laugh at me. I know where you live. Oh, obviously they don't live in the States, they don't live here. Or maybe it's Amber trying to she's using some program that makes you write this way. Because, I mean, it looks like it's been written by a 5-year-old. I'm not making fun of people. It's not about not speaking English. It's not about that. It's the way it's typed is preschool. I'm serious. And maybe some purpose. I don't know. And so in his Twitter, go check him out. He's great. I mean, I love this guy. Yeah, there's a picture of the girl signing a little a little card over a Batman, because they're into comics and they're nerds. Nothing that his whole family are doing this comic and these conventions. So this is where these assholes take this from the little picture of just arms and hands of his daughter, and say that daughter, and they say that, oh, the baby, your daughter looks cute. That's just like pedophile shit right there. Your daughter looks cute. And that's like the one that he got. And then he got another one from somebody's called Augusto Black. And to the umbrella guy, this is really bad. Your daughter is pretty cute. It will be very sad if anything happens to her. This one is typed in a totally different way. So be very careful in how you speak next time. You even have the audacity to block me. What a coward. Why we not block a person who is saying your daughter is cute? Be careful, we might just take her. Why we not block that person? Of course you're gonna block the person. Like what? So I don't know who Augusto Black is, but why he's not getting his account down? Why? And that's for that. Another thing that's been cracking me up is Amber trolling Amanda Pence trolling her own fans and herself on Instagram, putting pictures of her behind the scenes Aquaman situation. You saw that? There's a picture. I can't even. She is actually with with the Aquaman suit, with her outfit, the red hair and the green metallic suit. She's on the floor like this. And the caption says, I forgot my pajamas. And she put it on her Instagram. And she's trying to make people think that she still has a role there. And if she does, okay, let's say she hasn't got fired yet. Why is she trying so hard? She's trying so hard. I mean, seriously, And then another one that she put a picture of her working out. And it says like getting ready or something like that. Another picture of her reading a book, which just seems like trailers around, seems like from movie production trailers. She's sitting in a chair that it looks like a actor or director chair, like a set typical chair, and she's reading a book and looking like this. And it says, "Before Aquaman take over, I'm taking the last pages of this book." She really is trying so hard. Then she put a picture with her horse, poor horse. Then she put a picture of a video of her birthday saying, everybody that sent me birthday love, blah, blah, blah. Then she put another picture of her in the gym saying, something to Alexa, play this song, but she's working out look, she's working out. Look, she's working out. She's working out for a movie that she's not going to make. It's amazing. Psychopath. And then she's blowing her own horn by putting this, I am with you too, thanks to all women. It's never people. It's just women all around the world for your undying support. I'll see you. And then she's posting this that they sent to her. You are our life hero. Anyway, then she put a picture of herself vaccinated. Because that's not bad. And then this one. I was going to put this on my thumbnail, but I'm just decided to put it like this because you can see it closer. And it says, I forgot my pajamas. And I am following her. Yes, I am. And I'm following her because of this, because I need to see this. This is like comedy. This is way better than I'm laughing at her. I'm not laughing at the fact that the umbrella guy got a death threat. That is a death threat, isn't it? When you said your daughter is pretty cute, it will be really sad if something happens to her. What is that? Is that a threat? It's a threat. I don't care if it's Twitter. I don't care if the guy comes and say it to my face. If it's a neighbor, that is a threat. And those people still have an account. And Adam Woolman, Johnny Depp lawyer, doesn't have one. And I think that's so fucked up. What else I was going to do? God, I'm just trying to stay on Manson, but it's hard to stay on Manson with all this crazy stuff right now. So yeah, that sounds very pedophile to me. Your daughter is cute. You don't have to say that. Well, you don't have to do none of it. But the funny thing is I didn't even have to. I love that umbrella guy because the more they say to him stop, the more he keeps going. the more he gets like that, he's thriving on this. He's like, oh, you're gonna make me stop making videos. I'm gonna make more videos. He's making like 4 videos a day, and posting a lot of stuff on Twitter. And he says on one of his videos, I can't play his video here, but you can go look at it. He said in one of his videos that he's fine, that he doesn't want any of us to worry about him. He already contacted authorities, because these people said we're going to call child services, and the governor of where Tug lives. He lives in Texas. He lives somewhere down there. I think he is in Texas. The governor, yeah, the governor has nothing better to do, and children's services have nothing better to do than to listen to Amber Heard minions and take down a YouTube channel. Oh yeah, the governor that's exactly what the governor is doing. This is coffee. It's cold. And to make more. And the fact that she is that thing that they were being low key, but since the judge in Virginia denied the motion that she wanted to dismiss the whole case, and the judge in Virginia said, no, we're not, we're doing it in 2022. After that happened, this is like popping. They're so desperate for attention, and bad attention is bad attention, like she's trying to what is she trying to do? I mean, there's channels out there with thousands of followers, and there's more people thinking this way than people thinking the other way. So it's either she's doing this herself, or she's buying followers on Instagram, because I don't know how she has so many. She's only posting comments that she likes. Somebody saying like, oh my God, your hair looks so good, or you're such a superhero, you're such a hero of my thing for saving my life. Those comments are there. I don't know how she filters the comments from the you're so picky, from the good ones to the bad ones. I'm not gonna comment on her, because what's the point? I am going to go now. I'm gonna just heat up my coffee, but yeah, just you better stop making fun of me because I'm not stupid. Hella, bro, the umbrella got you. You cannot get anything. You're just a jerk that has a YouTube and is stupid conic. Yes, and I was talking about your daughter, you stupid idiot. We can call child services or the governor and get her taken away from you. That is something that it's like kind of gets close to my heart, and it's not funny. It's not funny, minions. So if the minions happen to listen to any of us saying something, or watch any of us saying something, maybe you can have like a change of heart, and maybe you have a soul, and not make threats on somebody's children, because that's just gross. Like, I can sit here and say she's evil, she's a gold digger, whatever. The same with Emerald Wood, the same with Manson. But they are adults, targeting somebody's children. 2 children, the daughter and the boy. I think they're like 7 and 2, or 8 and 2, or 7 and 1, but they're 2 little kids. Hopefully they don't see none of this. Hopefully they don't. But he's so badass, and I'm so glad that this is not slowing him down. He's actually saying that he wants to go to Virginia and expedite it, because I don't know if it's possible for people. I'm in California and I can't go to North Virginia in 2020, but I don't know if it's possible for people to do that, but it would be kind of cool to be able to go and physically support Johnny. I know he knows that he has support, but I wish that somebody does the coverage from the court, from inside the court, and do the transcripts, because that would be great, because otherwise we're not going to know what happened until it's over. And that's going to eat me alive. So yeah, she's throwing a tantrum because she's a brat, and she wanted the case dismissed because she doesn't have money. She has the money. She doesn't want to have money. She doesn't want to spend the money on legal fees, and she knows she's going to lose. So she wants it all dismissed, and because they say no to that motion, now she's throwing a tantrum, and this is why Adam Woolman got suspended. That is why. It's not because he violated nothing. So I am going to go on Manson next after my coffee, because what I can start talking about him right now. Because I'm going to go back to Emmett Roger Wood and show the sound of her saying the the word that starts with an R, the horrible thing that happens to some people, that you can make a joke. Okay, she's saying, I can laugh at a rape joke if it's a good joke. Amy Roachwood said that. And it's in an interview. I'm just going to get it in a few minutes. She said that. She said that. And she said that now when she was a stupid, rebellious kid, when she was 14, when she made the movie 13. No, she said it. She said that like a few months ago. She was sitting in somebody's interview, living room with a few women during interviewing, and you see the other women are so uncomfortable when she says that. They're like touching their face. They're so uncomfortable. She's like, I can laugh at a rape joke if it's a good joke. No, girl, you can't. You can't laugh at a rape joke. Nobody can, you know. But especially when you're just going around saying all that stuff. And there's something very, very curious about the way that she talked about him in 2016, 2009. She was being groomed, supposedly. So she was talking nice things about him because she was being groomed in 2009, using her words. But what is she? She was not being groomed in 2016. 2016, she was talking fondly of him too in an interview. And I'm just going to play that in a minute because it freaks me out. Like, I watch it so many times and I'm like, are you serious? Like, and in that interview, she said that there was 2 instances of rape in her life. And one was with a significant other, and the other one was with an owner of a bar. The Manson owns a bar. She's a bar. The Manson owns a bar. Okay, so who is this other guy who assault you and rape you and assault you and owns a bar? Why are you going towards the guy who's famous and the easy target and the space goat like him because he's a weirdo? So why are you going against him and you're not naming the other guy? I don't know if the other guy is her ex-boyfriend or husband, and maybe she doesn't want to say, or the other guy is actually the owner of a bar. And when that happened, why there's no details on that? She gives all the details on the Manson thing. That let's say that it happened. She gives all the details on that, but she gives no details about the other instance. So she said there was 2 rapes, 2 times in different ages of her life, different times, different moments. So why are we only talking about one? And why are we only naming one guy? If the other guy is just an owner of a bar, why are you so scared? If he has no pull in Hollywood, he's not going to blackmail you like Manson can or whatever. He's just a bar owner. Why are you so scared of naming him? That is really, sorry, that blew my mind because I didn't know until a couple of nights ago when I watched her deposition again for the Phoenix Act, that part that she says there was 2 incidents. And I'm like, oh, she's talking about 2 incidents with the same person. One Manson or with Jamie Bell, which is her ex. No, she says one incident with a significant other and the other incident with the owner of a bar. And that just got stuck in my head. Now I want to know who the owner of the bar is and why you don't name him if it's just the bar owner. It's like it's nobody compared to naming somebody like Manson. So you're not scared of naming Manson and Brian Warner, but so you don't name the other guy. I'm just, it's mind blowing. Okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna play that because there's audio of that. And if you want to Google Rolling Stone magazine in 2016, Evan Roger Wood interview, it's mind blowing. It's all about how much of a good influence he was and how warm he was with her and how supportive he was. And she did this 5 years ago. So it's not so far-fetched 5 years ago. So anyway, and I'm going to go back with Amber, but I'm going to upload. I'm not going to do a live thing. I'm going to upload a video on Amber. And in the Johnny audios, I know the audios that are being all over the place and it's like old news, but I'm going to kind of like dissect and analyze from a point of view of 2 people that have mental health problems and addiction problems. And I'm just going to try to understand what he's doing and why he's doing it, what she's doing, without calling them any names and without doing that, because plenty of people do that. Because I do think that she's ill. And I think that he's ill as well, in a way, because the fact that he ended up, in such wrap up with somebody like her shows you that he has issues that he needs to figure it out. And I'm so glad, thank God, that he's not with her anymore. And I hope he stays single and healthy, and the next person he's with will love him and take care of him, and not trigger him and traumatizing him this much. But there's I want to talk about the mental health aspect, because there's a reason those two got together. Not just because she was hot and he liked him and she liked him, and he liked her. No, there's something deeper than that, that is had to do with their trauma and their own trauma as children when they were kids. Because Johnny admitted a bunch of times that he had a really hard childhood, and then his mom was violent. Amber said a bunch of times that she had a hard childhood. Her dad was violent and an alcoholic and beat her up. And there's something to this. There's something that we do, that we just end up with these toxic people, that we're trying to fix the problems that we have with our parents, with our boyfriends or girlfriends or husbands. And it doesn't work like that. And it's never going to work like that. So I think that's kind of what Johnny did. Besides the fact that she's younger than him and she's gorgeous, but she's an abuser. And he was raised by abusers. And then she is abusive, and she was raised by abusers. So it's not all that simple. As much as I want to say she's a bitch and all that, she is. She is. But usually people take that route, especially if they start drinking, and she's doing the same thing her dad did to her. She's drinking and she's beating people up. And it's the same thing that happened to her as a kid. And you will think that you work that out through therapy and through trauma care and through psychiatrists and different copy mechanism, so you don't become your dad. But then she became her dad, and she's abusing people and drinking, which is what her dad does. And dad never denied it, and she never denied it either. So I'm going to actually look for those. There's a text message exchange from Amber and her parents back in May, that famous May 22nd, May 21st to May 28th, with this whole blood all over the floor happened. And the messages are so messed up, is you feel so bad for her mom. Her mom is like, okay, honey, say goodnight to me. I want to know if you're okay. I love you. And it's crickets. Crickets. Amber never says I love you back to her mom. Ignores her. She was just using her mom for texting pictures of the bruises and stuff like that. So then she has a paper trail. So then she can go, see, on this day, I text my mom the picture with the bruises. See, judge, see? That's the only reason she was communicating with her mom. So she can show that she texts her that. And the messages are like, she's like texting her mom at midnight. You gotta have some respect. I mean, I know you Amber Heard, you think you're all that, but it's your mom, dude. And she's texting mom at midnight with pictures of her face, supposedly, and the mom is answering, replying, oh my God, honey, you're right. And then crickets. So she's making people worry about her because she needs to be the victim. She thrives on that. And the fact that the mom says, I love you, she doesn't say, I love you back, is really weird. Mom says, I miss you. She doesn't say, I miss you back. Typical narcissist. And I'm telling you, the only reason she was texting her parents is so she could have proof of those messages, and her parents saying, oh my God, that's the last time he's going to hit you. Or, oh my God, what an asshole. She just wanted that chunk of information. She is not stupid. I mean, she's a bitch. She's not stupid. I think she made a couple mistakes with her friends when they tell the story, when they open the door to the police, because you have to open the door to the police after somebody calls the police. That was one thing. And that was like one thing that I didn't know. She didn't know that was going to happen. She didn't know that we're going to come in. The floor was completely clean. There was no blood and stains and roses and bottles of wine and all this stuff on the floor. There was nothing. So I think that was a mistake. With Rocky Pennington is the one that called it, and Josh Drew is the one that opened the door. When the cops knock at your door, you cannot really refuse to open the door. You have to let them in because they're police officers. But she didn't even she would just do this and at least look upset when the cops were like, "Are you okay? So what's your name?" She was like from the couch, "Oh yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, good night. Thank you so much for stopping by." Like she didn't even try. I think that totally messed her up. She did not um she did not know there was going to be body cams. Obviously she works in plenty of action movies, so she doesn't know the police officers everywhere, just in LA, everywhere. They, especially when they go to a situation they think there's some type of abuse or violence, not if they stop you for a traffic ticket, no. But if they come over because you're calling because somebody's getting beat up, they come with, you don't see it, but they have a body cam. Each officer, and there was 4 officers, and 2 of them have body cams. So what an idiot. And she didn't think that was going to happen, that they were not going to film. Of course, they filmed the whole thing. There's no stains on the blood. There's no blood stains on the floor. And not only that, but Josh Drew, her buddy, is walking around with his socks that have black and white stripes on it. They look like socks. They look like winter thick socks, but it's LA. So how thick can they be? Not so thick. And he's walking around on socks. If there was glass all over the floor and blood and wine, he wouldn't be walking around wearing socks. And the dogs are all like happy, willing their tails. The dogs will be traumatized if a horrible fight just happened to her, because the dogs are pretty much really attached to her. I feel bad for the dogs, but they are, attached to her. So you're going to tell me the dogs are going to be happy, wiggling their tails around? No. My neighbor's dog. I don't like dogs. Anyway, if you get in a fight like that, your dog is gonna, if you have a big dog, the dog is probably gonna defend you. But if you have a little dog, they're really gonna be scared, and they're really not going to be like, "Oh, there's new people. There's this police officer. There's new people. Let's just wiggle. Let's just try to play." No. So there is nothing. And you don't clean. Red wine is really hard to get out of the carpet or any type of fabric floor. Like in the floor, if you had tile floor, yes, I can clean it in a minute. No, man, there was nothing on the carpet, nothing on the bookshelves. Everything that was on the bookshelves were still there. The frames that she said there was frames on the floor, picture frames, you can see in the body cams, they are still on the shelf. So I don't know if she has the fastest Mary Poppins housekeeper, so fast, magical in town, that she got to pick everything up before the police showed up. No, because that never happened. And that was the one mistake. To call the police that night was a big mistake, because I understand why she did it, but it blew the whole thing. Now there's body cams. She doesn't know. That's why she's throwing a tantrum and asking for the case to be dismissed. And the judge in Virginia is like, no. I'm so glad that she got denied that. I'm so glad. Because if the judge said like, okay, we can dismiss, it will be such a loss for Johnny and for anybody in his family and for his kids and for everybody, all of us that support him. Go check out that Umbrella Guy channel. He's amazing. I usually won't say nothing about anybody else because but I adore his sense of humor. He's amazing. He's a family guy. He needs your support. I really don't, I'm nobody. He's like, I put him out there. I take a lot of pride in being a subscriber, and I give to his Patreon when I have a chance. I donate because he is amazing, and he keeps me going. Sometimes when I'm having a hard day, I go to his channel, and yeah, he's amazing, and he doesn't deserve to be threatened by these minions and these nasty people, and he doesn't deserve that. He doesn't. So go give him some love if you haven't, which I'm probably have, because he's like the biggest one. He's great. So give him some love and donate if you can to him. If you don't, he'll be fine anyway. But it's really cool that he keep uploading videos even when they told him, if you upload one more video, we're gonna take your daughter and your dog and we're gonna cut your trees. And he did it anyway. He uploaded videos anyway, which is pretty brave. Because that's terrorism. That's a form of terrorism. That's bullying. So how come that is not banned by Twitter? That doesn't count as stalking, bullying, online bullying. Mystery. I don't know why Twitter follows rules with some people and then they don't with other people. Anyway, I'm just gonna make some more coffee. I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna come back with Evan Roger Wood because I can't get that interview out of my mind. And the part where she says that kissing and with having the blood rain on them was like so romantic, and he was so supportive, and he helped her to be the person that she is today. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't anymore. Well, obviously I can't, but anyway, take care of yourself and take care of each other and be nice and don't believe everything that you read. Don't believe everything you hear or that you read. Everything you see in the Square magazines, and just don't. Bye. I'll be back.